As you can see, we've got a great crowd here tonight at the Red River Co-op Speedway, and we are expecting bigger crowds next week as we're getting ready for that NLRA show as they make their way here to the track. While we're waiting, I think we're going to roll through the trucks right now and just tell you who's sitting where in this one. So let's start off with the person on the pole position. He's driving the 2 truck tonight. He wasn't in it last night, but that truck was a winner last week. Rod Fiddler drove it. It's the 2 truck. That is Jamie Vernos. On his outside, he has beaten Vernos once this year. He's driving the 18. That is Dustin Enns. On row number 2, behind him, it's the 11 JR of Shane Holden. On his outside, it's the 4 truck of Wayne Grosky. In row number 3, we have the 73P. That's Randy Paluco, and his truck, I told him I'm going to say it every week, Ginger. They are in the 5th spot in this race. In the 6th spot on his outside, it's the 46 of Kevin Gronheid. In row number 4, it's the 5 of Rod Fiddler. And on his outside, it's the 67 of Mark Zondag. Just one note about Fiddler. Fiddler won last week, like I said, driving that 2 truck. So he's looking to do it back-to-back, maybe in 2 different trucks. And finally, in row number 5, all by him is lonesome, driving the 30L, it's Lynn Luckin. So Krista Mae Thomas just getting off the track here in just a few seconds as our last of our Pure Stock cars making their way off. Big victory for her today. She's giving the thumbs up and smacking the front of the car. She has plenty to cheer about as she drives off the track. And the trucks now, they are moving, so we're going to be racing trucks in just a few seconds. And this is a fun class to watch as well. Of course, Jamie Vernos, of course, last year, what an amazing season he had here at the Speedway. Win after win after win. Just a few times he lost last year here. Twice to teammate George Balkin, and once, of course, he lost to Tavia Dorge, who was driving her truck. She's not in the class this year. This year, though, Dustin Enns. Like I said, he's had the opportunity to jump up there. And, of course, Rod Fiddler last week. Now that 2 truck, 2 wins on it this season. Looking for win number 3 here at the Speedway. So the trucks will probably get a lap and a half here before they move into action. 15 laps on the Pepsi board here at the track. This truck class, of course, numbers not so great this year. They've had bigger numbers in the past. One of those unique classes at the Speedway, trying to get their numbers up and attract new drivers to this class. There are a few trucks that are sitting around in the province of Manitoba, just not being used right now, and trying to find some drivers for them. So if you're looking for more information about the truck class, you can always call the Speedway, and they'll get you in touch with the right people, so you can be driving a super truck here at Red River Co-op Speedway. So we are getting ready to roll here. Looks like Como is already starting to look them over to make sure they're in the right order. And if everything's good, we are going to go green flag racing here in just a few seconds. And they are putting the pedal to the metal. They got a green flag, baby. We are racing here at the Speedway. Jamie Vernos jumps out to the early lead in this one. Dustin Enns on his tail. The 4 of Wayne Grosky, he's sitting in 3rd, but Randy Paluco hammering down on the throttle. They're door to door, so is the 5 and the 11 JR as they go around turn 1. 1 lap down, 14 to go at the Speedway. And another truck trying to get back onto the track. That's the 46 of Kevin Gronheid. He's back in action. Vernos out in front. Dustin Enns behind him. Dustin Enns doing a great job with that truck this year, having some success. Rod Fiddler started this race in the 9th spot. He's in 4th right now. Pardon me, he started in the 7th spot, I should say. Lynn Lucken started in the 9th spot. Vernos driving the 2. He's up in front. The 18. A few car lengths behind. The race for 3rd, though, heating up. It's between the 5 and the 4. Rod Fiddler makes his move. He's in 3rd now. Oh, and look at him hit the throttle there. He's gaining a lot of ground on the leaders and making some distance between him and 4th spot. Grosky driving the 4. And behind him, it's Rennie Paluco. Our leaders get around lap traffic with ease. 9 laps to go in this feature race. Mark Zondag having a little bit of problems there. Hits the infield. He gets out. A few problems with this class tonight, having a little problems in the infield, but they just right it and get the ship right back on the course it needs to be on, and no yellow flag, so it's nice clean racing. The 5 trying to get around lap traffic. Makes the move on turn 3. And we've got a yellow flag. It's the 73P of Rennie Paluco on between turns 1 and 2, having a little problems there. Paluco trying to get her back in gear. Thank you for joining us once again on the Manitoba Racing Network for this pay-per-view tonight. The rest of the season, they're all pay-per-views from this point on. Next week, we have the NLRA late models here in the house of dirt. Your leader so far after 7 laps, he's driving the number 2, the Caroma Dynasty Bathrooms number 2, Jamie Vernos. Ken Otsowich and his crew doing a great job week after week to get that truck ready here, and a big supporter of this truck class. Everybody lining back up. Vernos back in the front, followed by the number 5 of Rod Fiddler. He's going to get 2nd spot. Remember, he started the race on 7th. He's moved his way all the way up. On the outside, driving the 18, Dustin Enns. And I think Enns decided to go high on this one, so he's actually in the 2nd spot, and it's the 5 that is in the 3rd spot. On the back, we got the 67 and the 4 behind them, and behind them, it's the 73P and the 46. As we get ready to go here racing, they are getting the 1-2 green. And don't forget to check out what's going on here at the racetrack on the Speedway's website. You can check it out anytime. They keep it up to date. Of course, there's Twitter and Facebook, and if you're looking to maybe win a prize, they sometimes have races up for grabs if people want to get into one of the rental car, I shouldn't say rental car program, but one of our 4-cylinder car programs for intermission, or there's even opportunity sometimes to win prizes and stuff. So make sure you check out the Speedway's website at redrivercoopspeedway.ca. So we're green flag racing once again. Vernos back out in the front, Fiddler behind him, Dustin Enns behind him, and Dustin Enns jumps back out in front. He's got 2nd spot again. Fiddler in third. And we got a truck going off the track. It's the 46. Kevin Gronheid, but he gets her back on. We're still racing. It's the 2, the 18, the 5, and the 67 are your top 4. Mark Zondag is in 4th spot in this one. In the 5th spot, it's the 4 truck of Wayne Grosky. And in the 6th spot, it's the 73P of Rennie Paluco. Still up in front is your leader with 5 laps to go. That's the 2 truck, Dynasty Bathrooms, Jamie Vernos. Dustin Enns seems to have sole possession of second right behind him. And in third, it's the 5 of Rod Fiddler. Cars pretty spread out except for a bit of a race between Paluco and the 4 of Wayne Grosky. Paluco tries to get around him as they go around turn number 3. Paluco pushing. Gets out in front of him. He jumps up a spot. Paluco now sitting in 5th. Your leader coming around the front. 2 laps to go in this race. The 18 truck still has a way to go if he wants to catch up on the leader. Meanwhile, the number 5 of Rod Fiddler, he's pretty far behind now. The only one with a chance to catch up in this one is the 18 of Dustin Enns, and he's got 1 lap to do it. Vernos, Enns on the backstretch. Half a lap to go. Jamie Vernos goes outside. Enns tries to go right behind him. It's your winner again, driving the 2 Dynasty. It is Jamie Vernos with the victory. Dustin Enns finishing up in 2nd spot, followed by the 5 truck of Rod Fiddler. 4th spot goes to the 67 of Mark Zondag, followed by Rennie Paluco coming in 5th. Those are your top 5 in this one. Pretty fast times for this one. Dustin Enns, of course, the fastest truck of them all, but just couldn't find it when he needed it. Comes in 2nd in this race. Once again, we see that 2 truck making their way to the front straightaway for another interview and another big trophy. Blair Bodley doing a great job here at the Speedway this year, getting the track ready week after week. Just makes his way into here just to check on how things are going here of the crew. And we're going to throw it down to Tabitha Wasluk as she's getting ready to interview our winner in just a few seconds. Jamie Vernos with another big victory here at Red River Co-op Speedway. That truck has got a few wins already on it this year here at the Speedway. And we're going to throw it down to Tabitha right now. Right now, Pat's still talking, but we'll throw it to him, and then he can throw it down to Tabitha Wasluk for our interview for tonight's winner, Jamie Vernos.
Tabitha?
Thanks, Pat. Jamie Vernos here. So I think this truck has won the majority of the races here at Red River Co-op Speedway this season. Last week, Rod Fiddler was driving. This week, you're driving. How does it feel to get back in the truck?
Oh, it feels good. It feels like I'm at home again.
So what are you guys going to do to keep this truck at the front of the pack for the rest of the season?
We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. You know, we have a pretty good plan. We got a good crew. Everybody works hard, and we're just going to stick to what we're doing.
All right, let's hear it for Jamie Vernos, your mid-season champion in the trucks.
All right, congratulations to Jamie and his crew in the Dynasty Bathrooms #2. Now, we get, getting kisses from the girls. Oh, that's his wife. Oh, sorry. Get all excited there for a minute. Congratulations, Nikki, Jamie, good job.